Sean Diddy Combs, a music mogul, is facing a series of new civil lawsuits, including allegations he sexually assaulted two teenagers. Our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, has the details. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. This new batch of civil lawsuits accuses Sean Combs of drugging and sexually assaulting 7 more alleged victims. One of them says she was 13 at the time, and certain celebrities were there watching.
What's going on? Like, we had the live this morning, and we was going over a few things. There was a couple allegations that I seen that I brought up that I didn't want to stay too much on because it was just allegations. But then news dropping now, Diddy breaking news, 7 new civil lawsuits and another minor. And in the story you hear that there were celebrities that were around and knew that he was into younger kids. Like, what's going on? Like, what's really going on? Like, we understand the character of this man. We understand that he has to fight these things, but what's really going on? Like, this been going on that long, and so that means the reason why they're putting up this stuff, that means they're looking to arrest more celebrities or looking to get something out of celebrities or other celebrities as well that was a part of this, because what's really going on? It goes from 13 years old, what's going to be next? A younger age than that? What are we, like, what's really happening right now? We hear a lot of these stories that's going around, and these stories are becoming more than sad. They became more than criminal. What's the end of all of this? What's gonna happen? They're gonna dig up something and find something? Is that the next thing that's gonna happen? Because it's been going downhill, and this is like, I've heard people say that Diddy had bad energy about him. I've heard a whole bunch of stuff, but what's really happening right now in hip hop? Like, what are we looking at? What, on the everyday basis with this whole Diddy situation? What's really going on? Because the more and more we hear all of this information, all this evidence coming out, it's turning not more into a monster, but we already see that his, when it comes down to his prison time, that's going to be, he's going to be in there for a long time, as we all know. But it's like the new allegations, it's putting more questions in my head as the days go on, and it's becoming like just more and more horrific. Like, that's why I jumped on real quick just to talk to you guys. Like, what's really going on? Like, the more we hear about all of this stuff and that's him. That's Diddy. That's what he was doing. Like, man, this is all alleged, but 13 years old and things like that, and they're saying that other people knew about this. So this type of behavior in the entertainment industry, just like the former singer of the Pussycat dolls, you know who I'm talking about, that group, and she came out talking about Diddy. She was saying the same thing, this higher ups, That's why I want to ask you guys, like, what is this all about? And I think this is, we're going to start seeing more people on a higher, bigger than Diddy and those guys, because these type of traits can be adapted throughout lifestyle, or it can be adapted throughout, family, family curses and things like that. Being hurt by other people, you can adapt that and put it onto other people. All of these things are traits of, it's lining up to be that if it's going to be, you're going to give a whole timeline of what Diddy has been going through, or what he's done to people. We can see what this picture looks like, and it's like, what's really going on? Like, and I also think, as when it comes down to this case and everything, it's really, it feels, and I'm not just saying it just feels like some way, somehow, he's going to have to speak up for some of this stuff, because there's so many people coming in now. So it's kind of like, it's almost like goes from your Christmas past. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's almost like all his victims, we're seeing in real time coming back, and It's not a good sight. It's not a good sight. I'm just like in my head, I'm just like confused with all this. Like now we hear a 13-year-old. This all of these things are just these things are shocking and it's sad. But there's a point in time where we have to start realizing the person that is being presented here still has to fight for their name, and they still have to, be accountable, and not just accountable by just taking their time away from them, but it's also a peace of mind that they have to. I'm not sure. Let me see. Did this freeze up? Tell me if y'all can hear me. I don't know. It's probably out. One, y'all.